Good morning! Well, it is 2:30 a.m. in the morning here, and I am all dressed up. I've got my side bag with me. I've actually got my backpack here and the courier. Ignore my dirty laundry. Ugh. Yeah. So, what am I doing up at this time? Well, I am actually going to Paris. I'm going to Paris today and I'm very excited. The flight is at 7:10 a.m. in the morning and the gate closes at 6:40, so we have to be there early. I'm actually very excited to go to Paris because, it is the city of love. So it's only going to be a 4-day trip and I thought of doing a vlog. I cannot wait to bring you all with me and I'm very excited. Okay, so we are at the airport having my coffee. Oh, it's cute.
Having water.
Because your girl is tired, that's why I
Yeah.
need coffee. It's about 4 something, almost 5. So we're gonna depart in a bit. So yeah, I'm very excited and I can't wait to show y'all. So we start off by taking the train from the airport to Paris, and we are on our way to our first stop in Paris to have some food. And here we are, finally in Paris. Bonjour, comment ça va?
Ça va bien?
So we are in Paris. Woo! So happy. So our first stop is to get some crepes. So we're gonna walk. Crepe.
Yeah.
Sorry, crepe. So we're gonna walk there. It has been a tiring ride. We had a few obstacles, but we're good now. So yeah, I'll show you in a bit. Hi, welcome back. Don't mind my messy hair. Honestly, it was a long walk. After having crepes, we went to Nafna for shopping mall, and it was too expensive there, so we went to Bershka, and Bershka is another shopping mall, and I got myself this hat. It gives the Parisian vibe, you know what I mean? And I think it goes well with like some of my clothing. So yeah, I am at the hostel. So let me show you how the hostel looks like. This is my bed and there's other 2 beds here. So I got the 4 beds. So here's the locker and that's the mirror. So yeah, the shower, the bathroom is actually at the end of this row, at the end of this aisle, and yeah, you have to walk a distance to go all the way there, shower, and then come all the way back, like shower, change, and then come all the way back, which I find very inconvenient. But what are you gonna do? You pay for a cheap price, you live in a hostel, you gotta live with that. So it's my first time living in a hostel, so I don't know, let's see how I feel about it as time goes by. Tonight I am going for a cruise, so me and Hannah Gale, we are going for a cruise. It's at the Seine River, so we're probably gonna stop at the Eiffel Tower and then they're gonna bring us around the cruise. We're gonna have like a Parisian vibe, so I cannot wait to show you guys that. I'm so excited. I got my outfit in mind and what I'm gonna wear, so I'm not sure if I want to wear that outfit with this hat, but I bought it, so I might try. Let's see how it goes. Here we are at the Eiffel Tower. Yeah, so this is Brittany. She is from France and she's bringing us around and we are finally here. I'm so happy. Oh my god. Alright, so we are at the Vedette de Paris. Vedette de Paris, okay?
Whatever it's called.
Yeah, but it's actually a cruise at the Seine River, and you'll see the Eiffel Tower, and then we'll go around Paris, right? So yeah, the cruise is right there, and we are waiting in the line. So yeah, I'll show you around. And we are finally back to our hostel. It has a bar where we can meet other tourists that stays there. Oh my god, if you ever come to Paris, please try the bread and the bakery. Any type of bakery, the bread is perfect. So here we are at the Louvre Museum. So what you're seeing here is actually the Louvre Museum. It is huge. And the pyramid is actually right behind this building, so we're gonna go there. We went to a bakery earlier this morning, so we got croissant and also, what's the other one? I forgot. Something chocolate.
Some chocolate eclair.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. So we're gonna have that before we get into the Louvre. So this is what it looks like inside the pyramid. And as you can see below here, there are shop lots, there are also cafes. And you can see the word exhibition there. That is the entrance of the museum. It costs 17 euros to enter into this museum. This is the paintings from France, especially from the French Revolution. And we also saw the Mona Lisa. It's actually a really small picture. I was low-key disappointed, but it has a very long queue. And this is the historical artifacts from Egypt. They're also from Greece and also Rome. I cannot show you all parts of the museum because it's so huge, but I can show you the highlights like this. This is the prettiest room ever that I've ever visited in this museum, and that is the Apollo Gallery. This is another beautiful room, and this is the Greece area. We are back here from the Louvre. We went into the museum. It's actually very, very huge. So you see those buildings around us, that is actually where all the museums are located, and it's like 360 around this pyramid. So we literally tried to go every single section, but honestly we only managed to spend like 2 hours? 3 hours.
No, we were there for like 4 hours actually. Because we're from 9:40 to, and it's like 1. So 10,
yeah.
10, 11, 12,
1.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
almost 4 hours.
Yeah. And we still didn't see everything.
Yeah, we didn't expect to be here 4 hours. We thought it would only be like 1 hour or so, because like I think many people came here, saw the Mona Lisa and left, but there's so much more, and we paid like 17 euros for it.
Yeah.
So
if you buy this, I would suggest to like spend like at least half the day here because it's huge.
For sure.
We only went to like 3 floors and it was so much.
I think we're 4 floors.
4 floors?
Negative 1,
yeah.
negative 2, negative 1, 0.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2 as well, but it's just that we didn't explore a lot at the 0 floor.
Yeah, we mostly spent most of our time at like the floor where the Mona Lisa was.
Yeah,
but like there's like a bunch of other floors. Go to the Rome floor with all the like, what is it called? The trees and the like, or it's a Greek floor.
It's a Greek floor.
Yeah, the Greek floor. It's so worth it. It's beautiful.
Yeah,
I think it's -1.
Negative. No, it's 0. It's 0.
0. Yeah.
Yeah, floor 0. Honestly, pictures also doesn't do justice. Like you see this Louvre here. Yes, it looks beautiful. It does. But you need to come here to see it.
Exactly.
to really feel it and know that damn, it is so fucking beautiful.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like honestly, it's above your expectations.
Yes, for sure.
It's definitely worth the 17 euros.
Yeah, and also one more story. So I wanted some water, tap water. So we went to Starbucks and I was like, okay, can we get 2 tap water? And they gave us in like these cups. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, usually you get this in coffee, but that's just water inside here.
It's like so bougie because usually like I'm from Canada where they do it. They just give you like a plastic.
In a plastic
cup.
one. Yeah, that's what they do it in like our
In
university
Malaysia.
as well.
Yeah. But like
Yeah.
they give it to you in this like bougie. It looks like a latte.
Exactly. Then we walked our way from the museum to the Tuileries Garden. This is actually a very pretty garden, honestly. It's beautiful and it's pretty. But I think when it's spring and summer, it is so much more beautiful. I bet it will be so beautiful. Like it is already beautiful. Imagine when it's spring or summer. Oh, I can't imagine it. After the garden, we walked our way to the Arc de Triomphe. Honestly, I don't recommend you to walk because when we did, our legs were dead. I recommend you to take the metro. This is how it looks like. The design is honestly same, very similar to Malaysia. And while we took the train to Sacré-Cœur, we realized that there were train strikes happening, so we had to take the bus and we took the steps all the way up to Sacré-Cœur. I apologize if I'm pronouncing it wrongly. We literally walked, I think it was 300 steps, and it was so tiring because of the steps were so steep. So yeah, a little bit of context. We wanted to visit Sacré-Cœur, and we're finally here. And this is worth 300 steps, I think. And I'll show you the view from here. It is beautiful. We wanted to come here in the evening to see the sunset, but that didn't work out because we were tired from all the walking. It's worth it. Sacré-Cœur is located in Montmartre. This area is where they sell different types of souvenirs and food. It is also part of a residential area, and I definitely recommend you to come over here and go for a stroll or a walk. One thing I want you to keep in mind is that scams happen a lot here, so beware of that, and also beware of pickpockets. But other than that, it is a perfect place where there are also artists that sells their own paintings, and it is honestly worth going here. It is so funny how we got scammed at this area. So this area is also in Montmartre. It is actually a row of strip clubs and sex shops that we stumbled upon, and it used to be a prostitution area, and because it is not anymore, they turned this row into like a row of strip clubs and sex shops where they target tourists and allure them in. So I will definitely recommend you to not go for any of this because it is very dead. It is not lively at all. So please do not be fooled. Then we tried some Parisian food. We tried escargot, which is actually snails. I do not recommend you to go to a lot of restaurants because it is honestly depends on your taste buds whether you like it or not. But I personally enjoyed it. It is something to try. It's the third day of me in France. This time we decided to go out of Paris, and that is called Versailles, or Versailles in English. And we are at the Palace of Versailles. I'm so excited because, okay, back when I was young, there's this encyclopedia where Palace of Versailles is one of the famous buildings. And when I saw the picture, I'm like, I need to go here one day. And I was really young at that time. I forgot what age. And that has always been one of my dreams. And to be able to just be here. It's just unbelievable. Like, look. So this, the gold one there, that's the palace. And we are getting in. I got my tickets early because you have to book early. And if you want to book with the audiobook, then it's more expensive. I think it's about additional €5. So yeah, I just got purely the tickets only in the palace. There's also a gardens area. I'll let you know if I get to reach there. I hope you enjoy. In this palace, it consists of rooms that lived by the royal family. The last royal family that stayed here is the family of King Louis XVI before the French Revolution. This is the main attraction of this palace, which is called the Hall of Mirrors. It is used as a ballroom, if I'm not mistaken, or a dining room for the guest, and it is so beautiful, so it was not taken down at all. Then we tried the famous hot chocolate in France, which is called Angelina. It is very rich in chocolate and it is definitely something to try. So we are out of the castle and now we are at the garden. It is actually quite huge. It's very huge from above. It is my last day here in Paris. I am at the airport right now, as you can see, and I'm going back to England. I'm going back to Hatfield. After the Versailles, we went to a club, or it's a bar plus club. We wanted to go for clubbing actually, but the thing about Paris is that certain clubbing places, they look at how you dress. So if you're dressing like casual, like for example, you wear just like casual shirt with casual pants or either sweatshirt or something like that, they won't let you in. Because in Paris, you have to look bougie. So bougie, like, you know, something like you wear something fancy, basically looks fancy. It doesn't have to be a fancy branded outfit. Just you gotta look fancy, especially for men, because if you just wear casual polo shirt or like, you know, flannel shirt, you still gotta watch on how you dress. Like if you wear your cap with your cap on, the chances of you getting in is very low. So all of that counts. So I'm finally back in my room, and my room is honestly messy at this point and I have to really clean it. I'm so fucking tired. Like I'm really tired. I cannot explain how tired am I, because I didn't even have enough sleep. Lack of sleep. I slept like 1.5 hours today coming back from clubbing, and yeah, I only slept for a while because I had to wake up and I had to you know, go all the way to the airport. And from Paris to the airport, because the airport is more in the suburbs, so it's about an hour plus. If you take the metro, it can reach by an hour, but sometimes, because right now they're having train strikes, a lot of train strikes. So because of this train strikes, the train got cancelled. Today was actually cancelled, so everyone was using the bus. And I was taking the bus all the way to the airport, and like halfway I realized, like, you know what, the bus is not going to reach down time, so I had to get down and then take the Uber, because the Uber is much faster, but I had to spend some money on that. But it's better than you know, not it's better than missing a flight. So yeah, I had to do that. But honestly, overall the trip was actually very amazing. Like, it has a lot of ups and downs, that things that happened. But I'm not gonna get into detail because I don't see the point of getting it into detail. But honestly, it overall has more ups compared to downs, and I'm pretty much happy about that. And plus, you know, when you go on trip, it's not always perfect. At some point, you're gonna learn how can you navigate things. And Paris, you have to walk a lot, and places to each other is actually really far. It's not near. But then at the same time, even when you take the metro also is far from each other. It's not very close either. It's not like London. London is so convenient when it comes to the tube, but in Paris is different. So yeah, there's a lot of walking. I would say the France people in general is actually friendly. They're very nice people. Honestly, everywhere you go, they're very polite to you, they welcome you and everything like that. But then again, aside from all of these great people in France, of course there are pickpockets around, and there are people that, you know, there was even a point where someone came up to us. I think they knew that we are tourists. They pretended to be police. They were like, oh, we are the police, like that. But thank goodness we had a friend who is a local here in France, and she told him off. It was a whole different, it was scary, honestly, at that time. So sometimes it can be frustrating and annoying, but I feel, like I said, you know, a trip, it's not always perfect. There's always ups and downs, and you just learn a lot about the place that you are in. You don't have to spend a very long time to enjoy Paris. You don't have to stay a very long time to enjoy Paris. Yeah, you can only stay a few days, and I think you would enjoy Paris a lot. Paris, there's a lot of museums there, so if you're a museum lover and you really want to spend time in museum, then maybe you can stay longer days. But honestly, visiting the famous museum is good enough, actually, personally, I feel. But if you want to see more, then order the museum ticket. There is a travel pass. Do you call it a museum pass? Yes, museum pass for 3 days, 4 days, or 1 week. Get that, and you get access to all the museums by just showing that card. And even to get in the metro, when we took the metro, instead of getting like tickets all the time, it's better to get like a card, like it's something like Oyster card in the tube in London, something like that. In Malaysia, I would say it's something like Touch and Go, because you can use that card for buses, for trains. So it's like Touch and Go in Malaysia. This is the card. It's called, it's called Navigo Decowet. Navigo Decowet. And you have to, one more thing, bring a physical picture of yourself, a passport picture, whatever, that can stick on. They want to stick your picture here. And actually, sometimes you don't exactly need a picture, but the security guard at the airport, they will want you to take a picture. And I got mine because I saw it on TikTok, and I was like, okay, you know what, I better get this card. So I have passport pictures with me, so I just brought it. And if you didn't bring it, there is a photo booth there for you to take a picture of yourself, but it's so expensive. €8. It's not worth it at all. They can scam you easily. Don't dress like a tourist, honestly. Don't wear sports attire, because sports attire is what tourists will always wear, like with a backpack and all. Don't wear like a tourist. But yeah, I honestly really enjoyed it. It's the perfect trip ever. It's like, yeah, even though ups and downs, but I think it's perfect because I feel really happy and I feel really good about the whole trip. So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I will try to compile as much as I can. I hope I did try to compile as much as I can, and I hope that it gives you an idea about how Paris is and how beautiful it is. So yeah, I hope you did enjoy this video, and if you did enjoy this video, give it a like, subscribe, and maybe you could share it to the people around you. If you plan to go to Paris, share it. Or if you want to plan about Paris, a few days, you want to plan a few days about Paris. I also found out a few good places from other people that I have not experienced it, but I heard it's really good. So, you know, honestly, feel free to reach out. You know, I could help you. I could just like recommend you certain places. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm going to have my favorite ramen, my Samyang ramen, because I'm so hungry and I just feel like eating something like Asian food. So yeah, I'm gonna have ramen and then head to bed. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Oh my god, how many times am I saying this? See ya!